नमस्कार, मेरा नाम है रमित चंदितला। आप सुन रहे हैं दिल्ली नॉलेज ट्रैक और मैंने इस बार 2017 सिविल सर्विस एग्जामिनेशन में आई सिक्योर्ड दी 210th रैंक। आई एम गोइंग टू स्पीक टू यू ऑन माय इंटरव्यू preparation strategy, and this time by God's grace along with Mr. Furpa Sering, we both managed to secure the highest rank, the top rank in interview. We scored 206 marks out of 275. So I would like to share my experience with as far as my interview preparation strategy and also the actual questions is concerned. So शुरुआत हुआ कि आई मस्ट टेल यू कि इस बार का रिजल्ट निकला था जनवरी 10th को, जब व्हेन आई रियलाइज दैट आई हैड क्लियर्ड माय मेंस एग्जामिनेशन, और एक ही हफ्ते में अब मेरा डेट भी आ गया था और थैंकफुली मेरा डेट था अप्रैल 19th। तो आई बेसिकली हैड ओवर 3 months टाइम टू प्रिपेयर फॉर माई इंटरव्यू। मगर आई मस्ट टेल यू कि मेरा प्रिपरेशन वॉज मोस्टली टू डू विद माई मेंटल प्रिपेयर्डनेस दैन माई एक्चुअल नॉलेज बेस या फिर एनीथिंग। बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली बात यह है ना कि इफ़ यू हैव द नॉलेज आप तो मेंस तो क्लियर कर ही लोगे, मगर इंटरव्यू में क्या है कि जैसे कि आपने नोटिफिकेशन में पढ़ा होगा, यूपीएससी इटसेल्फ कॉल्स इट पर्सनालिटी टेस्ट। It's not a knowledge test wherein they keep bombarding you with questions as to do you know this, do you know that. ऐसे सवाल नहीं आते वहाँ पे they try to understand what kind of a personality you are, कि whether you are fit enough to be a civil servant. That is the ultimate objective of what UPSC looks at. तो जैसे कि मैंने कहा कि मेरा इंटरव्यू शुरू हुआ, प्रिपरेशन शुरू हुआ जनवरी में, तो मेरे पास तकरीबन 3-3.5 महीने बाकी थे। तो मैं काफ़ी एक्साइटेड था कि आई फाइनली गेट टू meet the interview board, and so by the way my interview board chairperson was Miss Smita Nagraj, and the remaining members तो हमें पता नहीं, there were 6 members. Anyway, first I'll tell you about my preparation strategy. तो like I said, I was very excited, और मैं इतना एक्साइटेड था कि हर दिन आई यूज़ टू स्पेंड एटलीस्ट 15-20 मिनट्स, जैसे कि मेडिटेशन होता है वैसे ही आई यूज़ टू जस्ट क्लोज माई आइज एंड इमेजिन माई सेल्फ सिटिंग देयर इन फ्रंट ऑफ द इंटरव्यू पैनल, दे बीइंग दे आस्किंग मी क्वेश्चंस, मैं उनके सवाल के आंसर दे रहा हूँ, और ऐसे ऐसे ऐसा डेली एक्सरसाइज आई यूज़ टू डू दैट. इट वाज लाइक अ मेडिटेशन फॉर मी एंड आई यूज़ टू एन्जॉय दैट. तो एंड आई ऑल्सो यूज टू टेल माई क्लोज फ्रेंड्स कि मैं ऐसा कर रहा हूँ, एंड इट्स रियली हेल्पिंग टू बूस्ट माई पॉजिटिव एनर्जी, विच इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. See, one thing is there, when you actually go for your interview, you will be nervous. You cannot avoid not being nervous. And in fact, when I walked out of the interview room after the interview, I almost felt that I screwed up, कि मैंने अच्छा नहीं दिया, कि दूसरों का मेरे से अच्छा गया होगा. मगर eventually when the marks came, I felt कि हाँ, if I scored the top, I happened to be the topper, and if I was nervous, then I can imagine the rest of the people who appeared for the interview every year, they are also nervous, and UPSC expects us to be nervous. And there's only one mantra you must always remember, that कि UPSC wants you to clear. UPSC, if you are a genuine candidate, UPSC wants you to clear. UPSC want people like you who genuinely want to be a civil servant, who genuinely want to serve the people and can be a good administrator. UPSC would never, not let you become a civil servant, if I can put it that way. So that is the most important part. So I used to read books a lot because I have a reading habit, and I also write journal entry and short stories. I used to read a lot every day. I used to keep reading. I used to read the newspaper and then just read books. Novels, fiction. और इनफैक्ट मेरे डैफ में, विच इज़ द डिटेल एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म जो हमें मेंस के टाइम पे सबमिट करना होता है, उसमें मेरे हॉबीज़ थे. जैसे कि आप जानते हो कि ज़्यादातर सवाल हॉबीज़ में ही आते हैं. तो मेरे हॉबीज़ थे रीडिंग हिस्टोरिकल फिक्शन, रीडिंग डिटेक्टिव नॉवेल्स, राइटिंग जर्नल एंट्री, and also sketching and doodling because I like to sketch. So these were my hobbies, and rest of my DAF had my personal information as to which school I studied, because I studied in Delhi. Then I did my graduation from Kerala. So those were the other information. But I was expecting the questions from majority of the questions from my DAF, from my the hobby area. So I went, I also mentioned all my achievements in school and college life. Like for instance, I used to take part in debating. I used to love playing cricket, and also with respect to what do you call drama. I used to love all that, so I was expecting all those questions. So that's how my preparation strategy went. All those 3 months was just to make myself mentally fit. I was just praying to God. All I had to do was just make me smile the moment I walk into the room. And yeah, that's how the whole. Then I bought myself a coat. मैंने अपने आप के लिए कोट सूट लिया. मैंने 2 ट्राई करे, एक लाइटर वन और एक डार्कर वन. इवेंचुअली आई चूज द लाइटर वन and I wore that when I went for the actual date. And even when I gave 5 or 6 mock interviews also. I think 3 formal mocks and 3 to 4 informal mocks. Informal mocks is when you sit with just one person, my mentors. I prepared basically from Trivandrum, Kerala, the capital of Kerala. And so when I sat for my mock interviews and all, initially I just wore formal clothes. मगर मेरा जो फाइनल मॉक इंटरव्यू था जस्ट बिफोर आई वेंट टू दिल्ली फॉर माई रियल इंटरव्यू, माई रियल पर्सनैलिटी टेस्ट, आई टेस्टेड माई सेल्फ वेयरिंग द फॉर्मल सूट विच आई वॉज गोइंग टू वेयर फॉर माई एक्चुअल पर्सनैलिटी टेस्ट. So that is how my preparation went. I kept reading books, a lot of books. I used to, like I said, I used to imagine myself sitting there. Every day it was like a meditative exercise. That's all I did. Trust me, that's all I did. I'm not trying to undermine or exaggerate what I did. But this is all I did. I used to just keep myself motivated. Every day I used to wake up thinking that this is the day. See, ultimately, मेरा फंडा यही था कि see, this is the day that I'm waiting for. This is the day that I have been wanting to be a part of. कि finally मुझे civil service के interview में जाने का मौका मिलेगा और I'll get an opportunity to present myself, to talk to the so-called stalwarts of civil services, and I'll get to open up myself and tell them my ideas how to change the society the way I want to, and be myself. And trust me, if you compare prelims, mains and interview is the easiest part. And I'm not saying simply because I scored the highest marks, but also because I really believe so. It's a very beautiful day. You just walk into the room and you simply have to answer questions, and it does not matter whether you don't know the answer. There मेरे से तकरीबन 23 या 24 सवाल पूछे थे और उसमें से I didn't even know the answer to 3 to 4 questions, and I actually answered no to them. I said, I don't know sir, I really don't know. But be humble about it. Have a little bit of humility in you, have a little bit of humble, and make sure that you show the nervousness also. I'm pretty sure you would, because it's such a national stage, and you get to talk to such great people who themselves have done so much for the country, and even outside. You will only know who the chairperson of the board is. जैसे कि मेरे board में there were 6 people. The chairperson, like I earlier mentioned, was Miss Smita Nagaraj, who was a new member. And the other members I don't know, but there was one member of the panel who didn't ask me any question at all. So I really don't know why she was sitting there. She was a lady member, but when I asked my friends and all, they said कि हो सकता है कि maybe she was a psychologist. He try to understand your mannerisms and all. Could be, I don't know. And I guess they like the kind of person I am and the way I put forward things. And I made sure. See, one of the things that I made sure while I was preparing is that not to fumble or it's not about fumbling. Sorry about that, but it's about making sure that whatever is there in your mind, whatever that opinion be, put it forward. जैसे कि मुझे अभी भी याद है कि एक सवाल एक मेंबर ने मुझसे पूछा था कि do you support simultaneous elections? तो मैंने बोला कि I don't, simply because it undermines the choice of the people in a democratic society like India. Because if you implement simultaneous elections, national parties which have larger resources will have an upper hand compared to regional parties, and regional issues would get suppressed under national issues, and people might tend to vote in favor of the national party. That may be the case. It may have been suitable back in the 1950s or 1960s till 1967, till when we know कि elections used to happen with the national elections, general elections used to happen along with state legislative elections, when we had only one major party, which was the Indian National Congress. But today that is not the case. आज के scenario में there are multiple number of parties. India is a multi-party democracy, so every party needs to be given that value, that choice, that freedom to reach out to the people and get those genuine votes that they deserve. So that is the whole scenario. और जैसे कि मेरा स्टार्ट ऑफ मेरा काफ़ी अच्छा गया था, और जैसे कि मैंने कहा कि मेरा नंबर 2 स्लॉट था एंड इट वाज ऑन अप्रैल 19th। तो आई वाज प्रीटी नर्वस कि हाँ नर्वस हूँ। तब तक मुझे पता भी नहीं था कि कौन सा बोर्ड है। तो जिस प्यून ने मीन हु टुक मी इन, आई एक्चुअली आस्क्ड हिम हिज नेम आल्सो। हिज नेम वाज मिस्टर दीपक। तो मिस्टर दीपक kind of escorted me all the way to Miss Smita Nagaraj's room outside, just outside, and he made me sit outside the room. So when I looked up, I saw that कि हाँ ये मिस स्मिता नागराज मैडम की उनका रूम है, तो शी इज़ गोइंग टू बी द चेयरपर्सन। तो आई वाज लाइक ओके, लेट्स वेट एंड सी व्हाट्स हैपनिंग। एंड मुझे वहाँ पे तकरीबन 5 minutes वेट करना पड़ा। मेरा इंटरव्यू शुरू हुआ तकरीबन 10:35 10:40, और अराउंड 10:35 द पर्सन हु वेंट इन फर्स्ट हैड टू वॉक आउट। देन मिस्टर दीपक केम एंड ही opened the door for me. I didn't even have to knock. So I had all planned कि मैं knock करूँगा, then they might call out कि हाँ come in, and then I'll say may I come in. But all that didn't happen. But he kind of opened the door for me, and I said may I come in loud enough for them to hear, and they let me walk in. And I made sure that I sit in the on the chair only after they tell. Now these are all minute nuances which need not matter all the time, because ultimately what matters is, because कभी कभार हमें ऐसा लगता है कि all these mannerisms have been taken from the West, the Western countries. It's a British tradition to wear coat and all. But I would say you have to dress to the occasion. It's absolutely normal to wear simply, कि एक formal shirt, pant और tuck in करके पहन लो, तो there's nothing wrong in that. But I chose to wear coat and suit because I wanted to. That's all. Ultimately, it's about your confidence. If you're confident wearing simple formal shirt and pants, nothing wrong in that. Because you have to dress to the occasion. जो भी हम कपड़ा पहनते हैं, it's a sort of respect to the other person. जैसे कि हम इंटरव्यू के लिए जा रहे हैं, तो it's a sort of respect to the interview panel. So if you wear a coat and suit, well, good enough. If you want to wear simple pant and shirt in a formal way, make sure you're not shabby or anything, but wear formal shoes and all. If you want to wear a tie, good enough. But if you're wearing a coat also, I would recommend you wear a tie. So I did, and anyway I walked in. So I smiled at them, and I didn't go to the panel in this form. I was all clean shaven and I had very very cropped hair and all. So it was only after the interview and only after I got the rank I started growing my hair. Anyway, that's a different part. So I went to the interview, and like I said, I stood there and waited for them to ask me to sit down. So I wished them good morning loud enough and looked at all the members and smiled, nodded my head, and she asked me to sit down. I sat down. The very first question was that कि okay Ramit, good morning, कि मैंने आपका डैफ पढ़ा और देखा कि आप तो 2014 में पास आउट हो गए थे, तो ऐसा क्यों कि व्हाई हैव यू बीन नॉट वर्किंग ऑल दिस ईयर्स। इनफैक्ट तो मैंने बोला कि मैम मुझे कैंपस रिक्रूटमेंट से आई गॉट 4 जॉब्स, 3 तो आईटी इंडस्ट्री में थे और एक था बैंक का जॉब। तो मैंने बोला मैम आई वाज नॉट इंटरेस्टेड कि मैं आईटी जॉब में जाऊँ, तो दैट इज़ द रीज़न। तब मेरे दिमाग में एक डिलेमा था कि मैं क्या करूँ, शुड आई गो फॉर अ जॉब और शुड आई डू समथिंग एल्स। तब मेरे दिमाग में आया कि वाई डोंट आई ट्राई फॉर सिविल सर्विसेज। तो मैंने अपने पेरेंट्स से ये बात की, तो उन्होंने बोला कि ठीक है कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, इफ़ दैट इज़ योर चॉइस आई विल सपोर्ट यू। तो दैट गिव मी कॉन्फिडेंस, ऑल द मोर कॉन्फिडेंस टू स्टार्ट प्रिपेयरिंग। तो शी एक्सेप्टेड इट, बिकॉज सी यूपीएससी का ये फंडा होता है कि यूपीएससी डजंट लाइक पीपल सिंपली डूइंग नो जॉब एंड सिंपली स्टार्टिंग विच इज़ बेसिकली व्हाट आई डिड। ओके, so they was like I was expecting them to get a negative vibe from me in the very beginning, but thankfully I handled it pretty well, or at least that's what I feel. तो उसके बाद उन्होंने पूछा कि do you regret कि तुम्हें work experience नहीं है। तो I answered immediately and it was an impromptu answer कि मेरे दिमाग में पता नहीं कैसे आ गया आंसर। मैंने बोला मैम the very fact that I'm sitting right in front of you proves that my decision 4 years back not to have work experience and just to prepare civil services was correct. And the entire board, trust me, started laughing. और they all started laughing. तो मुझे अच्छा लगा कि हाँ शायद मेरा it was a very cocky answer, very risky था, बहुत risky answer था, but they kind of liked it I guess. So that gave me a very good start. From then on it was uphill. I did not go downhill at all. जैसे कि मैंने कहा कुछ सवाल के तो उत्तर तो मुझे आते भी नहीं थे, तो मैंने नो बोला। जैसे कि मुझे अभी याद है कि एक सवाल था कि डज इंडिया हैव एनी मिलिट्री बेस आउटसाइड। तो मुझे पता नहीं था कि वेदर इंडिया हैज़ अ मिलिट्री बेस पक्का कि मैंने पेपर में भी ऐसा कुछ पढ़ा नहीं है कि वी हैव अ सॉलिड मिलिट्री बेस आउटसाइड। मैंने तो केवल यही पढ़ रखा है कि मतलब चाइना इज़ लाइक ट्राई टू एस्टैब्लिश मिलिट्री बेसिस इन एंड अराउंड इंडिया, स्ट्रिंग ऑफ पर्ल्स एंड ऑल दैट। तो मैंने बोला सर आई रियली डोंट नो, आई एम नॉट श्योर। तो उन्होंने बोला ठीक है कोई बात नहीं। एंड सिमिलरली देयर वाज दिस मेंबर हु आस्क्ड मी ऑन पद्मावत, क्योंकि लाइक आई अर्लियर मेंशन्ड वन ऑफ माय हॉबीज वाज रीडिंग हिस्टोरिकल फिक्शन। तो आई लव रीडिंग हिस्टोरिकल फिक्शन एंड आई ऑल्सो राइट हिस्टोरिकल फिक्शन शॉर्ट स्टोरीज। तो उन्होंने मुझसे पूछा कि आपने अभी एक रिसेंटली मूवी रिलीज़ हुई थी, नाम है पद्मावती और पद्मावत फॉर दैट मैटर, तो क्या आपने वो मूवी देखा या नहीं? मैंने बोला सर आई एम सॉरी मैंने वो मूवी देखा नहीं। तो उन्होंने पूछा कि इज़ इट गुड, इज़ इट राइट ऑन देयर पार्ट, फिल्म मेकर्स पार्ट, टू यू नो काइंड ऑफ हर्ट रिलीजियस सेंटिमेंट्स? एंड आई स्टिल रिमेंबर उस बोर्ड मेंबर ने उन्होंने रबिश शब्द का उपयोग करा। उन्होंने बोला कि दैट मूवी इज़ अ रबिश, ही हैड वॉच्ड दैट मूवी। तो आई जस्ट स्माइल्ड बिकॉज मे बी ही वॉज ट्राइंग टू यू नो काइंड ऑफ प्रोवोक मी इन टू गेटिंग एंग्री और एनीथिंग। तो आई सेड नो सर, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है, आई हैव नॉट वॉच्ड द मूवी, तो आई रियली कैनॉट कमेंट ऑन द मूवी, but I must tell you that being an ardent supporter and lover of democracy, I must tell you that freedom of the press and freedom of speech and expression is a very basis and foundation of our democracy, and anything that acts against it is something that is going to hurt our democracy by itself. But at the same time, I took a balanced view. I said, but at the same time we must ensure that the religious sentiments of the people are not hurt to a great extent, but because we have to have a balance. So we have to maintain freedom of the press and freedom of speech and expression of the people of the country, and at the same time we have to make sure that to a certain extent we do not end up hurting the religious sentiments of the people, because religion is something which is very close to people, which is very emotionally attached to people, especially of India. तो इंडियंस तो आप जानते ही हैं कि रिलीजन तो बहुत क्लोज होता है, बट इट्स अ वेरी इंडिविजुअलिस्टिक कॉन्सेप्ट। यू नो दैट इज़ माई पर्सपेक्टिव कि रिलीजन है कि देयर शुड बी अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन, और देयर शुड बी अ सेपरेशन बिटवीन स्टेट एंड द रिलीजन। रिलीजन तो काफ़ी इंडिविजुअल होता है कि मैं भी रिलीजियस हूँ, मगर रिलीजन तो मेरे अंदर की बात है, आई डोंट हैव टू ब्रिंग इट आउट, एज सिंपल एज दैट। तो ही एक्सेप्टेड द आंसर, ही सेड ओके फाइन, no problem. And then I fumbled in between. I remember कि एक सवाल मुझसे एक लेडी मेंबर, दूसरे एक लेडी मेंबर ने मुझसे सवाल पूछा है कि what is the difference between civil service and bureaucracy? And I suddenly got confused. I said bureaucracy है कि bureaucracy is a negative connotation, which is, you know, if you are a public administration optional candidate, you might know कि bureaucracy is a term with a negative connotation. Usually हम civil service शब्द का उपयोग करते हैं। तो आई सेड कि ब्यूरोक्रेसी नेगेटिव कॉनोटेशन, बट वी यूजुअली टेंड टू यूज सिविल सर्विस। तो उन्होंने बोला कि नहीं, दैट इज़ ओके, बट व्हाट इज़ द एक्चुअल डिफरेंस? तो मैंने बोला कि मैंने एक गलती करी। मैंने बोला कि सर मैम, ब्यूरोक्रेसी इज रेफर्स टू द हायर एकोलॉन्स ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, सिविल सर्विसेज रेफर्स टू द एंटायर स्ट्रक्चर। तो मैम ने पूछा कि इज दैट सो? तो तब मुझे एकदम से स्ट्राइक हुआ कि इट्स द ऑपोजिट। तो मैंने बोला ओ आई एम रियली सॉरी मैम, इट्स द ऑपोजिट वे, ब्यूरोक्रेसी रेफर्स टू द एंटायर स्ट्रक्चर of administration, civil service refers to the higher echelons, the top ranks. तो मैम ने बोला हाँ करेक्ट, यू नो आई एम हैप्पी दैट, आई मीन शी डिडंट से दिस बट आई कुड फील इट इन हर आईज दैट she was happy that I understood my mistake and also corrected it immediately. But I think even if I had not realized that I had made a mistake, she would have accepted it provided she corrected me and I said yes ma'am, I'm sorry. So I think the whole process of civil services interview is about accepting that you don't know everything. It's not possible to know everything, but what they're expecting is your personality, your viewpoints. There was another question related to the Supreme Court's order on liquor, the Supreme Court's ban on liquor outlets being there, within so and so 50 meters or something near the national highway. So he asked me, do you support that order? So I said, first of all, the basic issue is that the source is why are people drinking? So we haven't still addressed that issue yet. And secondly, as far as this verdict is concerned, I would say even if the outlets happen to be 50 or 100 meters away from the national highway, if a person is very adamant that he or she wants to drink, while driving the car, then he would be willing to drive beyond those 50 meters, buy liquor from that particular outlet and come back onto the national highway. So that still doesn't solve the problem. So we have to go down to the root cause of the issue. So I think they like that answer also. I'm not, see ultimately वो लोग ये नहीं देखते कि आपका उत्तर सही है या गलत है, कि that is not what they expect. It's not about your answer being right or wrong. it's about, because that's very difficult to gauge, because at the end of the day it's a very subjective interview. But the point is that they want you to have an opinion. It would be very wrong on your part if you don't have an opinion on a subject. But at the same time I would say it's okay if you haven't dealt about something. I still remember एक सवाल था मेरे मॉक इंटरव्यू में, they asked me a question on the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. तो मैंने गलती करी, उन्होंने मुझसे पूछा कि सवाल ये था, ये मेरा मॉक इंटरव्यू का सवाल था कि उन्होंने मुझसे पूछा कि हाउ फार हैज़ द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन इंडिया, चाइना एंड रशिया, द ट्रायंगुलर रिलेशनशिप अफेक्टेड विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू शांघाई कोऑपरेशन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. तो मैंने शांघाई कोऑपरेशन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के बारे में ज़्यादा पढ़ा नहीं था, तो मैंने आई ट्राई टू काइंड ऑफ क्रिएट एन आंसर, and I try to put points here and there. I said कि हाँ, it has brought in these three countries closer, but at the same time there are lots of issues. It was a very generalistic answer. तो after my interview, mock interview got over, उन्होंने मुझसे बोला कि मेरे रिव्यू में बोला था कि see, if you haven't read about, it was very obvious when I began speaking of SCO, so Shanghai Cooperation Organization itself, कि मैंने उसके बारे में ज़्यादा पढ़ा नहीं है. And it's okay if you don't know about something and just tell them sorry sir, मैंने इसके बारे में ज़्यादा पढ़ा नहीं है, but all I know is that it's an organization which was started by China to bring together so many countries. That's all. So then I understood, हाँ अरे ultimately it's very logical कि it's not possible as the general understanding goes कि civil servants should know everything under the sun. I don't think that's true. कि we need to know everything under the sun. When you go for the personality test, it's ultimately only about your personality. They look at what are the kind of different ways that you can think out of the box. Whether you are extreme minded. This is also very important. It's okay if you have a political philosophy of your own, which is, in fact, it is very important that you have a political philosophy of your own, but you should refrain from taking very extreme viewpoints. Extreme viewpoints lena matlab it's not good for an administrator or an aspiring administrator. और मुझे अभी भी याद है कि I have a friend who is an IAS officer, Mr. Rajamanickam IAS. He's an IAS in Kerala cadre. तो मैंने उनसे बात करी थी बिफोर आई वेंट फॉर माई इंटरव्यू. तो उन्होंने मुझसे बोला कि ऑलवेज रिमेंबर कि जब हम जाएँ हमारे इंटरव्यू के लिए, तो मेक श्योर इमेजिन योर सेल्फ सिटिंग लाइक what do you call sitting, imagine yourself, you are the foreign secretary, you are the secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, External Affairs, and you are giving a press conference. तो जो भी सवाल आएंगे तो यू विल ट्राई टू गिव अ वेरी डिप्लोमेटिक आंसर, वेरी बैलेंस्ड व्यू, बिकॉज इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस इज दैट वन एरिया जहाँ पे यू हैव टू टेक डिप्लोमेटिक आंसर्स रेस्पेक्ट ऑफ व्हाट, देयर इज नो फैक्ट एज सच. तो हमें काफ़ी बैलेंस्ड व्यू लेना पड़ता है. तो दिस इज व्हाट ही टोल्ड मी एंड आई रियली इम्प्लीमेंटेड दैट. And there was another person who really helped me, Mr. Abraham Ren. He is in the Indian Revenue Service Department, also working in Kerala. तो उन्होंने मुझसे बोला कि and this has really helped me. उन्होंने मुझसे बोला था कि when you go for the interview, I know everybody would be tensed, but imagine yourself, because the people sitting in the panel would be very aged and would be in their 50s and 60s. So imagine them to be your grandfather's friends. So if I can do that, and if I can imagine that the people sitting in front of me are my grandfather's parents, I wouldn't go very casual because they are my grandfather's friends. So I would talk to them with a certain amount of respect. But at the same time, I can at the same time be a little bit of candid. थोड़ा सा candid होने का भी मौका मिलता है कि I can maybe crack a very formal joke, smile, laugh with them, enjoy that conversation. So that is what that really helped me a lot in preparing myself mentally for the interview. And eventually when the interview date happened, like I said, it started off around 10:30 a.m. and it went on all the way till 11:15 a.m. So which means it lasted for almost 40-45 minutes. So when I walked out of the room, और as you know मेरे पास मैंने टाइम तो मतलब घुसने से पहले I had asked Mr. Deepak की टाइम क्या है, और निकलने के बाद 2 मिनट बाद मैंने चेक द क्लॉक ओवर देयर, इट वाज 10, 11:15, 11:20. So that's how I knew that it lasted for almost 40-45 minutes. So like I said, I was not fully satisfied when I walked out of the room. मैं बहुत ही नर्वस था. और मुझे हाँ, और एक और बात, जैसे कि मेरा लास्ट सवाल, जैसे कि मैंने कहा कि मेरा स्टार्टिंग बहुत ही अच्छा गया था कि मतलब द होल बोर्ड लाफ्ड व्हेन आई आंसर दैट क्वेश्चन. मगर एंडिंग में क्या हुआ कि she asked me a question related to because I'm basically from South India, Miss Smita Nagaraj asked me a question related to South and North differences. So she asked me कि what is the basic reason कि states like Kerala, Tamil Nadu have वेरी हाई लिटरेसी रेट की। ऐसा क्यों है कि लिटरेसी सोशल सेक्टर वगैरह में साउथ इंडिया के मेट्रिक्स आर हायर कंपेयर टू नॉर्थ इंडिया। तो आई थिंक शी वॉज ट्राइंग टू प्रोवोक मी इनटू सेइंग कि हाँ कि साउथ इंडियंस ज़्यादा पढ़ते हैं या जो सीरियस हैं वगैरह जो भी है रिस्पॉन्सिबल हैं। तो आई डेंट टेक दैट बिकॉज आई न्यू दैट इज़ नॉट द रीज़न। So I said there are lots of reasons. There are historical reasons, there are cultural reasons, and of course there are also political reasons. क्योंकि political will really matters. Okay, so unless and until the politicians themselves take that initiative to bring about that social change, that the real social change that we desire in terms of education and health cannot be seen. So then she asked me, do you think, are you telling me that the politicians in the north are not working for the people of the country? So then I understood कि she was trying to trick me into making me feel biased. So I said no ma'am, that is not the case. मैंने ये तो नहीं कहा कि politicians in the north are not working for the people, but at the same time there are a lot of other factors involved. क्योंकि there population could be a reason. For instance यूपी का population तो काफ़ी यूरोपियन कंट्री से भी ज़्यादा है, तो maintaining that and dealing with them becomes quite difficult, and the culture is also different. So there are lots of other problems, but I know that the people of the country genuinely want positive change in the country. तो आई वॉज वेरी डिसअपॉइंटेड कि मैंने इस तरह आंसर दिया. आई फेल्ट कि उन्हें शायद मेरा आंसर अच्छा नहीं लगा होगा. एंड देन शी सेड ओके थैंक यू, एंड शी आस्क्ड मी टू लीव. तो एंड आई सेड थैंक यू. आई गॉट अप, आई थैंक्ड ऑल द मेंबर्स, लुक्ड एट ईच ऑफ देम, नॉडेड माई हेड एंड वॉकड आउट ऑफ द रूम. तो जब मैं निकला तो लाइक आई सेड आई वॉज वेरी नर्वस. मुझे लगा यार अच्छा नहीं करा. देर वर वेरी सेवरल क्वेश्चंस व्हिच आई कुड हैव डन बेटर. मगर ओवरऑल आई फेल्ट, आई वाज लाइक ओके अब तो जो होना था हो गया, अब बाकी देखते हैं. वैसे भी आई वाज हैप्पी कि मेरा इंटरव्यू डेट काफ़ी लास्ट में है. तो मेरा इंटरव्यू, जैसे मैंने कहा कि मेरा इंटरव्यू था April 19 को, और मेरा फाइनल रिजल्ट आया था April 27 को. दैट इज़ विद इन 8 days. तो आई न्यू कि बिकॉज लास्ट डेट ऑफ इंटरव्यू था April 25, तो आई न्यू कि लास्ट डेट के बाद विद इन 1 week द रिजल्ट्स वुड बी आउट. So because of that I was very I was like content with myself that I won't have to wait a long time, unlike my friends. Some of them had their interview in the very beginning itself, because the whole interview process, the personality test process, had begun on February 19th. So luckily I got my date in the end, and I doubted if I had got my date in the very beginning whether I would have been this prepared. I got almost 90 odd days to mentally prepare myself. So that's the whole story of my interview, and the result turned out to be very favorable to me. And I'm in fact very really hoping to meet Mr. Furpa Sering when I go for my foundation course this year. कि मतलब कहीं UPSC को कि what is it that UPSC saw in me and him to give us the best marks. So I'm really looking forward to meet him someday in the future, hopefully, because I'm leaving for FC in the month of August. So anyway, to all those aspirants out there, all the very best. Believe in yourself always. As I repeat, half the work is done when you know that you can do it, and when you've taken a decision कि हाँ मुझे सिविल सर्वेंट बनना है, तो 50% of the job is done. बाकी तो खैर, enjoy that whole process. It's like a journey which you have to enjoy. You have to feel that yes, civil services is my thing. It's my cup of a tea. And if you start enjoying it, if you start loving the examination, don't fear the examination, because you are actually preparing for that one particular day. Agar prelims is on, let's say next year's prelims happens to be June 2nd, so all those aspirants out there, wait for that day. Pray to God that the day comes as soon as possible, so that you can enjoy all those 2 hours of prelims examination, 4 hours, because there are 2 exams. Just enjoy yourself, okay? And even for mains, I think this year onwards UPSC has decided to change the timetable a little bit as far as the examination is concerned. So even then, change yourself like that. Be dynamic, don't be static. And again, interview is the easiest part. Enjoy those 30 odd minutes or 45 minutes if you're lucky with the interview panel. Explore yourself, expand yourself. One last message to all of you out there. The most important aspect of civil services is to understand you before you go about understanding the world. Know what you are, know what you can do, know what your potential is, know about your family. Link yourself, start from yourself. Start from yourself and take it as a link. The next link would be your family, the next link would be your friends, then comes your immediate society, your region, your district, your state, then comes the region. Let's say if you're from Northeast India, West India, Northern India, then comes the whole country, and finally go after understanding the whole world. So start from yourself. That is the very basis. Understand the school you studied, or go through your own past, go through your own history, and you will realize that at the end of the day, whether you clear or not, you will always turn out to be a better person than you were when you began preparing for civil services. So once again, thank you, Delhi Knowledge Track, for giving this opportunity. For all those people out there who would like to contact me for any help, I'm free to do so. I'm happy to do so. My email ID is ramitchennithala@gmail.com, RAMITCHENNITHALA@gmail.com. My phone number is 944 777 999. Keep watching Delhi Knowledge Track for more upcoming videos. I'm really happy that Delhi Knowledge Track has come up with such a beautiful initiative. Keep up the good work. All the very best. Thank you.